Hey guys, this is DJ. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. In today's video, I'm coming back with another VO pep talk. I really enjoy doing these because I always imagine that I'm just talking to myself when I first got started. This message is for everybody who is measuring their success based only on shortlists and bookings. And I know that sounds crazy to think about, like, wait, how do you know if you're a successful voice actor? Well, you book jobs, you get paid for work, you get money so that you can continue to do everything you need to do to run your business. I get it, man. It's just, I don't think shortlists are the best way to measure success as a voice actor. And so all I want to do is kind of talk about why I feel that way, and then also give some better ways to work toward an idea of success and how to measure in a way that's a bit more tangible and something that you can directly affect and towards some kind of larger goal. I hope that makes sense. It did in my head. Question of the day. How do you measure success as an aspiring voice actor? Let us know down in the comments down below. The reason why I don't think shortlists are a good measure of how well you're doing as a voice actor is because it is one of those things that is not really something we can control. And that isn't to say that you can get by without having any acting experience and just throwing shit out there and hoping that it's going to book. That's not what I'm talking about. I consider myself to be a pretty damn good commercial voice actor. I am. I've trained a lot and I've worked really, really hard to get where I am. However, there are so many times that I submit auditions every day, every week, every month. I'm getting a lot of opportunities, a lot of at-bats, as we call them, to, show myself and my acting skills to buyers, to clients, to casting directors. And more times than not, I don't hear anything from them. It's just crickets. And we can extend this out to the pay-to-plays on voices.com and Voice123 and don't hear anything about them. Sometimes they don't even get listened to. This is the point that I'm trying to make. We cannot affect our chances of getting shortlisted for anything outside of the fact that we give our best performance. But you can give your best Shakespearean performance. You could literally be Shakespeare himself. They may not choose you for any number of reasons. They don't like your voice print. Your voice is too high or too low. You have rasp. They want smooth voice. Well, they want gravel. You don't have a gravelly voice. They want an accent that you don't have. They want a female voice. You're a male. They don't like the way you slated your name at the beginning. And even though the casting director was like about to go to bat for you, say, you got to go with this guy, DJ Dykes. He's awesome. I love that read. The client will be like, yeah, I'm not feeling that one. I'm actually feeling Beatrice over here. Like, there's so many ways to not get chosen or shortlisted. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't measure your shortlists, but it shouldn't be the only metric that you're using to say whether or not you're successful or you're growing your career. Now, bookings are bookings, all right? If you say your goal is to book a job every month, I don't think that's a good goal to have either. All right, the slumps come at any time. You may just not win for a while. And if you're expecting to say, I'm gonna book a job every month, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, what happens if you don't? Does that mean you failed? That means you're not successful? What happens if you don't get 10 shortlists in a month? Does that mean you fail? You're not successful? You can see how this can lead to a downward spiral of despair and questioning what you're doing. You start overthinking your reads. You start trying to guess what the casting directors want. Like, why didn't I get this one? Let me listen to my audition again. Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have put that chuckle. Or maybe I shouldn't have. You could go into the rabbit hole with this. I want to give you some better ideas about how to position yourself to see more opportunities, okay? And when I say opportunities, I mean auditions. Don't forget, being a voice actor is about auditioning. That's the job. You've probably heard other voice actors say that, but it bears repeating. Getting the bookings or shortlists, that's just icing on the cake. And I know it's weird, like you need money, right? But if you don't get any auditions, how are you gonna book anything? Instead, what can you do to increase the number of opportunities you get? Well, firstly, are you direct marketing? Are you trying to go out and find work, find potential clients, put yourself in front of people who buy voices? Next, do you have an agent or a manager? If you don't, and you have a demo that's, at least halfway decent, then it's time to start going out and putting yourself in front of local and regional agents. I wouldn't touch the coasts just yet if you don't have the experience or you don't have that demo that sounds really amazing. But you definitely should be trying to put yourself in front of your neighborhood agent, your city's agent, whatever city you're in, okay? And if you're in LA or New York, well, then start looking at regional agents outside of your metropolitan area. Are you optimizing all of your profiles to be found through search? And that includes your website. Are you using SEO? Are you making sure that keywords are in your profile so that when people are searching for Black American male voice, that you're in the top 20 results that come out. Your website is not just there to make you look pretty and say, hey, here's my website. Your website should be working for you. Okay, I'm not going to go into SEO and all this stuff here because that's just not what this video is about. Are you reaching out to people who buy voices? Producers, creative directors, casting directors. Are you going to LinkedIn and trying to connect with these folks? Are you following these agencies that you hope to book work with? If you're not, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you networking with other voice actors who are even better than you? Like, who cares if they're way up there? And who cares if they're way down here? Are you building your network of people that do the work like you do? Because believe it or not, sometimes work comes from other voice actors. Matter of fact, one of the biggest roles, or the big roles that I had recently, was this Netflix job. And to be honest with you, it was my first animation job for a Netflix animated film.
Someone play some sweet music for us. That song? Again? I left my wife to get behind too,
I was referred to the casting director, or rather the director of the movie, by another voice actor. I'm the voice of NBA on Fire. Like, it's the NBA's weekly recap series for the international market. I'm the in-show narrator. The trading season is just getting warmed up, with Indiana landing the Miami Heat's Thomas Bryant, who seems poised to play a big role for the Pacers. I got that from my website. They found my website. All of these ways are ways to increase opportunities for people to see you and hear you. Well, I should say hear you. It doesn't matter what you look like. You need to put yourself in places that they can continue to hear your voice. And circling back to direct marketing, you need to be following up. I have a whole video with, it's an interview with Robert Starling. He is a producer, and he gives a lot of great insight into the other side of the glass, the producer side, and what their day looks like and how they pick voices and how they want to be reached out to. I really highly recommend checking out the video. If you haven't, I'll link it in the description below, and I'll also link it here. If you're only measuring your level of success based on how many shortlists you get in a day or a month or a week, whatever the time frame is, I don't think you're going to be very successful, because it's going to be too easy to get discouraged for something that is out of your control. I really don't spend the majority of my time recording, like actually recording work. It's very small compared to what else I'm doing. Auditioning takes up the brunt of my time. Direct marketing, I've kind of automated a lot of it, but it also takes time. Going and doing SEO. I just finished building my whole new website, and I'm doing SEO on that as well. And that takes time because I'm doing it myself. I should improve my networking and stuff, but I'm just not a huge person on social media, which is why I make YouTube content. Like, people love my way of talking, and they ask me to audition, and I book jobs based on my YouTube content. These are all of the things we can control. And if you're not controlling what you can control, then you're leaving it out into the universe to hopefully let you find success somewhere. Based on feedback that I've gotten from so many YouTube viewers and from people reaching out to me in email and stuff, I've created a service called DJ's VO Sounding Board. You will send me your audio, and I will give you recorded video feedback, like I'm doing right here. I'm talking to you right now, right? So I will give you feedback just like this. What you did well, what could be improved. Did I hear a clear point of view? Are you telling a story? That video would be yours to keep, and you're able to revisit that and use it to study and see if you are improving. But perhaps you just don't have the money or the budget to do anything right now. So I have a whole bunch of videos on my channel that go over everything from acting to marketing to even some technical stuff related to microphones and your booth and stuff like that. Please check out those videos because they've helped so many people, and I'm sure you'll find something in there useful for yourself as well.